Morning, sir.
Good morning, Yana. How you do?
Morning. You?
Tired, headache, but I'm giving thanks. Did you get the work done now?
Yeah, me
You
did do
sorted?
some of them yesterday. On Edeka stuff, when I finish them up, but I don't know if on my internet or the website itself. Sometimes it don't show the tutorials them I watch, so I can do the assignment, but I still do them. But sometimes it frees up. But I say after class, we could have said we could have finished them. We could have finished them long time. It's just that the website so or my internet.
Um, you were the one who demonstrated your computer in class today, right?
No, I'm gonna get it yet.
Because your pop-up blocker is enabled.
No,
That's
we
why I'm not
can
seeing.
access it. We can do the work them for educator, but sometimes the website itself or my internet drop and it freeze.
Yeah, it will be more likely your internet because Educasoft is serviced by the web. So that wouldn't go down at all. So more likely is a break in your internet access. All right, no problem.
Good morning, sir.
Morning to you. How are you doing today?
Not bad, sir.
Nice. Can you change your name on your phone, please? I mean,
Oh, okay, sir.
mhm.
Morning, sir.
Good morning to you. How are you doing today?
I'm okay, sir. How are you?
tired, headache, but I am giving thanks. Looking forward to class today. Should be an easy day today. Just want to get a little more of the transformational geometry out, and then I may just touch on some distant time graphs. So it's supposed to be, should be an easy class today.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool. Okay, so good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All right, good morning. I had to disconnect one of my devices. So I was saying good morning, and I hope that today finds you all very well. Um, I understand the struggles that you all are facing. I trust me. When I tell you that I understand them, I understand them. It could be financial. It could be that you're not finding the time to do the work. It could be that you're having family issues, and the list goes on. I totally understand. But what is very important is that amidst all the challenges that you're facing, my work still needs to be done. Call me selfish, that's fine. When a market grade your paper and give back a grade and get your A's and your B's, you say it was a summer well spent for Foundation 3. So you all need to get up and start doing some work. There are some of you who have to big up. Some of you still don't start a thing, have not started a thing. But there are some of you who are doing very well. Continue to work, continue to touch base with me, to ask me questions, to reopen something, because, whatever the situation is. But some of you are far from the pie, but I'm not giving up, because I still believe in you. I still believe that this thing can work. So as we do our little morning reflection and little pep talk, I invite you to breakfast. There's something on that plate that I don't eat. I don't care what you want to say, but give me the plantain and the fried dumpling, but the corned beef. Could I drink a cup of tea and I'll be good to go. Now, for those of you who eat corned beef, more for you. You can take my share. So you have more corned beef with the dumpling and the plantain in your plate. All right, so enjoy, and while you are enjoying your breakfast, just remember that irrespective of how difficult life may be for you, on mornings such as today, when you may say you have no money in your pocket, or you have no food for later, or even breakfast that I'm projecting for you, just remember that there's always somebody out there that is in a worse off situation than you are. So don't overpower yourself with your problems. Leave them alone. because in your natural state, you can't take care of them. They will kill you. Because again, worry about them and again have high blood pressure and then drop down. So leave them alone. One at a time. One at a time. So I still believe in you all. Some of you are a little further from the pie than others. Some of you have to go rough up a little bit to get the work done up because it has to be done. It must be done. And it will be done. So I want you all to brush yourselves off. Let today be a new day. The recordings are uploaded to your platform. Please go through them. Form a group. Let me ask a question. I did ask you the last time. Was it this group or the other group? It could be the other group. But what I asked my calculus 2 students is for them to have an accountability partner. Have an accountability partner. Somebody in the class that they can say, here the plan. You want to submit study partners? Person may say yes or no. If them say yes, they say hooray. And you have an accountability partner. That accountability partner will say, did you do your EducaSoft? Come let us sit and work through the EducaSoft. Did you study? Come and sit and let us study. Right? So that accountability partner will keep you on target. You keep the person on target and the person keeps you on target. That's one of the best ways to go through stuff, you know. One of the best ways to go through stuff. Because you alone can't do it. No man is an island, eh? So as we wrap up this week and look forward to a new week tomorrow, let the old be in the past and the new to come. You need to be able to do what is so required of you. Time is running. When I say time I run, time I run. If you don't, you're going to be left wanting. All right? So those are my few words in Jesus' name. I really hope that somebody's encouraged from just having a little pep talk. And at this point in time, I ask, are there any questions of me? Any comments, any concerns?
Sir, good morning, sir. I
Good
sent
morning,
you a
Winnie.
message.
I saw the message, Winnie, and I'm going to hold you accountable to that, Winnie.
Yes, sir.
I bless
So when
you.
it goes to the exam, like revision class are not them.
Say that again.
When it close to the exam, it's like revision class.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we're having revision every time around because we're going to start with our revision now. But sure.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, sir. When is midterm?
She asked when it's closer to exam time if we have revision.
Oh.
So let me just touch on the midterms, Saga. I am ready for the midterm, but there are some in the class that have not yet started, and I'm giving you an opportunity to go through your EducaSoft. There are students in the class who are not ready because they are moving. They are moving.
Sir?
Miss Tiffy, I see you don't want me to follow today, so I see you make sure say, you know what? Can't bother with sir this morning, you know, so I'm gonna sit down and do some work, and I love it. Love the look of it, Tiffy.
That's right.
Yes, Kevoni.
Oh, sir, I was just asking when that would be, the mid-semester.
Soon, I'll let you know. Soon, my son, soon. Oh, somebody's asking if you could share the link for the class. Can somebody just post the link? Hold on. Yeah, can someone just post the link for me, please, and thanks? Please. Mhm. Can someone share the document I sent off last time around for me, please? The one with the transformational geometry. I think there is a last part that I need to go through with you. Please and thanks. um, I went to the market this morning, Claudia, and I overheard a lady say, um, it's not ginger time yet. So there's hardly any ginger in the market. So I don't know if how that can work out. If anybody have any ginger, sure, you can share it so we can do some ginger tea. Claudia is asking for ginger tea to bust some gas, but it's not ginger time yet. I overheard a lady say it this morning. And you're most welcome, my dearest. The only person that said thanks for breakfast. You see, the rest of us know that we choke. Come in, only eat the breakfast and swallow very hard. All right, somebody go ahead and find it and share it for me, please. It's in a different. Say it again, Yana. Not hearing you, you're muffled.
I was saying that I sent it in the group.
Oh, you sent it in the group. All right, thanks, my dearest. No, not that one, Yana. Not that one. Oh, but hold on. It's not that one, but I should have it in the group because I sent it all to you in the group. Yeah, it's all right. I find mine in the group. I wasn't thinking. All right, so I find mine in the group. So share this tab instead. All right, so breakfast is done. Let me project these rules. Let them stay there for quite a while because you have to know the rules. You must know the rules from memory. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to just look at the rules for me, please. There are 8 of them. I can only project these 5. Give me a minute, please. All right, so remember when you're doing the reflection in the x-axis, the x value remains unchanged and the y value changes. When you're doing the reflection in the x-axis, the x value remains unchanged, but the y value changes. So your xy, oh, I should tell you, based on what I did with you the last time, I took off the matrix methodology, because you won't need, we're not going to give any matrices on the exam to do any transformation. It's just a coordinate geometry. So that's why I took off the matrix one. So you don't have to pay much attention to the matrix aspect of it. It's just really the coordinate geometry. All right. So what I did the last time was to remove the matrix and look at the coordinate geometry. All right. Look at the coordinate geometry. So when you're reflecting in the x-axis, the x value remains unchanged, but the y value changes. The x value remains unchanged, but the y value changes. X value remains unchanged, but the y value changes. So once I reflect in the x-axis, my xy will move on to x comma negative y. My xy will move on to x comma negative y. The x value is going to remain unchanged, but the y value changes. How does the y value change? The y value change in sign. So if it is positive, it becomes negative. If it is negative, it becomes positive, right? So the value changes. Similarly, a reflection in the y-axis, the y value will remain unchanged, but the x value changes. Hold on. So the y value will remain unchanged, but the x value changes. So xy is going to map onto negative x, comma, positive y. Remember, the y value remains unchanged, but the x value changes. So whichever axis you're reflecting in, that axis remains unchanged, and the other axis changes. Just remember that. And then, when I'm reflecting in the line y equals x, xy maps onto y comma x. Xy maps onto y comma x. Why so? Because the y value becomes the x value and the x value becomes the y value. Y equals x, the x value becomes the y value and the y value becomes the x value. The x value becomes the y value and the y value becomes the x value. Y equals x. And then y equals negative x. Y equals negative x is the same y comma x, but you're just putting negative signs in front of them. So it becomes negative y comma negative x. Negative y comma negative x. Negative y comma negative x. And then the reflection through the origin. Remember, xy becomes negative x comma negative y. Xy becomes negative x comma negative y. right? So XY for the which the rotation through the origin is similar to which one? The rotation through the origin is similar to which of the transformations?
Y
Or
equals minus X.
no. The reflection through the origin is similar to which one? It's similar to which rotation?
Negative X, negative Y.
That is what the answer is. Hear my question. The reflection through the origin is exactly the same as one of the rotations. Which of the
180,
rotations?
180 degrees.
Very good. So
Oh yeah.
the rotation of 180 degrees is exactly the same as a
Sir, we're not hearing you. Well, I am not hearing you.
rotation
You're breaking up.
180 degrees. Don't worry about that because 100. Anybody else hearing me?
Sir, you're chipping in and out.
Hearing you now.
Okay, all right, hear me now. All right, good. So I'm saying to you, the rotation of 180 degrees clockwise gives the same result as the 180 degrees anti-clockwise. So I want all of you to try this exercise for me. Wherever you are, get up out of the bed, and I want you to stand up for me, all of you. I want you to stand up for me. And when you stand, I want you to, you know what 180 degrees is. That's an about turn. I want you to take an about turn from the right side and tell me where you land up. And I want you to take the about turn from the left side and tell me where you land up. Let me know if you land up in the same position. On the mark, get set, go. And an about turn is just changing your direction. So if you're facing north, the about turn is going to be south. And if you're facing east, the about turn is going to be west. Let me know what the results are.
So, sir,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm facing, I don't even know which direction this.
That's all right.
But about turn to the right is one turn, right? And
One complete. Right.
One turn and then
Mm-hmm.
make another turn in the opposite direction. So you end up back where you started.
Okay. So you see, so it's the same position. So when I make an about turn from the left and an about turn from the right, my position, my landing position is going to be the same position. Whichever direction I take it from the left or I take it from the right, I'm going to land up at the same spot. True or false?
True.
Yeah, man. So that's why the 180 degrees rotation clockwise, XY maps onto negative X, negative Y, and the 180 degrees clockwise rotation gives you the same thing. So the anti-clockwise rotation will give you the same thing because it doesn't matter which side you turn, left or right, your end point is going to be the same. Your end point is going to be the same. So that is a reason the rotation of 180 degrees clockwise and the rotation of 180 degrees anti-clockwise give you the same result. Give you the same result. All right. And then now we are left with two others. So remember, number 5 and number 8 are the same. So you have 3 of them that give the same result. the reflection through the origin, the rotation 180 degrees clockwise, and the rotation 180 degrees anti-clockwise. They all give the same result. They all give the same result. They all give the same result. Talk to me, please.
Sir, say that again, please.
What I'm saying is look at number 5 and look at number 8 on your handout. I'm saying to you that the reflection through the origin, the rotation 180 degrees clockwise, and the rotation 180 degrees anti-clockwise all give the same result.
Sir, are you able to do a diagram, a sketch of what you're saying?
I just asked you to do it. That was the example I asked you to do a while ago.
Okay.
That's the example I just asked you to do a while ago. If you are standing in a position and you are taking an about turn, say you're facing north and you're taking an about turn, your new position is going to be south. So if you take the about turn from the right, you're going to end up south. If you take the about turn from the left, you're still going to end up south. That's why I asked you to do it, you know. But I gather know that some people just never try the activity. If you're facing west,
End up back in the same.
very good. You should. Very good. So if you're facing west and you're taking a 180 degrees rotation, you're supposed to be facing east now. So if you take it from the right, you're facing east. If you take it from the left, you're still facing east. You're still facing east. Let me know if I can move. The person that wanted the diagram, are you seeing it? Are you able to see it better now?
You know, sir, I actually did the exercise, you know, but I just wanted it to do it visually.
Trust me, this is Winnie, right?
It is I.
Right. Come on, trust me. That should suffice. That one exercise should suffice. You once you get it into that direction, you should be good to go. I do have a software that I can plot some points and I can show you what it looks like, but I'm not using that computer just now. I'm not where that system is, which is why I can't show you just now. But I mean, eventually I'll show you exactly what it is. But yeah, one of the things, Winnie, is I am trying to help to develop your spatial awareness. So this is one of the things that, you know, you do a little quick exercise, you know, here and there, and then again, you know, it expands your spatial awareness. So for example, are you a business student, Winnie, or a computing student?
Business.
All right, so you won't be beneficiary of this. So when I teach in a particular topic with my calculus students, I would normally do a little exercise and say, put up your hand and tell me how many V's you can find between your fingers. And trust me, that one exercise alone, if they go into the exam and put up their fingers, they can actually do the question and get it right, because math is just around us everywhere we go. Our bodies are symmetrical. And you ladies will, and I'm speaking about this because we're going to be looking at symmetry. You ladies will know a lot about symmetry because when you put your undergarment on and you stand in the mirror and one half of you up top don't look as much, you go in and you fix it up so it is that it look even. True or false? I don't know. I don't wear any of those. So tell me, true or false? No, I don't say it, go.
Sir, that's for the people who are over proportion. The people who are less proportion, it don't really matter because everything just fit.
Okay, Winnie. You said that's fine. I could see where that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense. And especially if you do sports or you have to do, in other words, jumping up and down exercise, you always try to say, here the plan. Let me put on something that is tight enough so that things don't look whatever it's supposed to look. It is symmetry. Our bodies are symmetrical in its shape. God is awesome because him didn't know about symmetry long before me and you studied symmetry, because our bodies are symmetrical in nature, how it is that he created us. Lots of symmetry. All right. So that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right. I want you to take a minute for me, please, and look at the rotation, 90 degrees clockwise and 90 degrees anti-clockwise. And I'm going to say to you again, those two are the ones that students often get mixed up with. The rotation 90 degrees in an anti-clockwise direction and the rotation 90 degrees in a clockwise direction. All right. Are you all with me here?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the 90 degrees clockwise rotation, XY maps onto Y comma negative X, and the reverse is the same. XY for the 90 degrees anti-clockwise is going to be negative Y comma positive X. All right. So you just have to be very mindful of what it is that we're doing in terms of the rotation. One is a reverse of the other. One is a reverse of the other. All right. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, repeat, I never hear.
Now I'm just saying that the 90 degrees anti-clockwise rotation, XY maps onto negative Y comma X. XY maps onto negative Y comma X. And then the clockwise rotation, XY maps onto Y comma negative X. So one is also, well, they're all opposites. They're all opposites. So if you want, you can study one and know that when you reverse it, it's going to be the opposite to the other, whichever one you want to do it. But it's important that you go through the rules so that you can remember the rules. The rules are there to help you with the question. Once it is that you know the rules, there is no question that can be given that you can't answer. Once you know the rules, you must get the question right. No two ways about it. You must get the question right. All right, let me pause and ask. Are there any questions? Is there a difficulty? Talk to me. What's going through your mind? I'm opening the floor for you to ask me any questions. I did say at the start when Kerry told me good morning at the top of the 9 o'clock hour that today's class is going to be relatively easy, because all I'm going to be doing is just finding questions and give to you. And you're just going to be working those questions or go through it. We have a conversation. I will take some time in class to study these formulas. And then towards the end of the class, I'm going to begin a new topic called the distant time graph. All right, so talk to me. What question or questions do you have? Please put them on the table now so we can talk about them. Let me tell you what I believe is happening. And you don't have to all agree with me, but I think I'm teaching long enough to know. And I won't tell you how I know. Very few of you, if any, would have looked at the document that I circulated last Saturday, as well as the recording that was posted last Saturday. And as a result of that, you have no questions because you never did any work. And that makes me sad. That makes me sad because I'm trying to make this thing a little easy for you. But you're making it very difficult for me. I don't know what else to do. I think I had reached part D of the handout. Part D.
Yes, sir.
Right. Part D. It says kite KLMN is mapped onto kite K prime, L prime, M prime, and N prime with vertices as indicated there, but this time it's under translation. This time it's under translation, and the translation is 5, 6. Translations are given in terms of a vector. Translations are given in terms of a vector because it has both direction and a size. It has both direction and size. So it is given in a vector form. It is given in a vector form. So it says, let me explain what a translation is. And come, Winnie, put on your imaginary cap again now. I want you to think of you having a fish tank. I think everybody can imagine what a fish tank looks like. A rectangular fish tank, even. A rectangular fish tank. So work with me. I want you to imagine that you have a rectangular fish tank, whatever size, whatever depth. That rectangular fish tank now is half filled with water. That rectangular fish tank is half filled with water. You're going to be holding one end of that rectangular fish tank. You're holding one end of that rectangular fish tank. And you're slightly lifting it so as not to spill the water from the tank and put it back down. Tell me what you expect to see in the tank.
Sure. The water moving
How?
side to side.
Or from long ways to long ways? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's what the translation is. That's what the translation is. That's what the translation is. So you're actually translating it. So you're moving it. So you will see the wave, so to speak, that is generated in that tank itself because of that movement or the displacement of that water. All right. Whew. Is this too abstract for you guys? Are you following? And I want you to speak honestly.
I'm following.
You're following, nice.
Yes, sir.
So I'm trying.
Following,
Okay.
sir.
All right,
I
cool.
understand when I get the slide.
You not understand how we get what?
The question D, I heard, right?
Yeah. But no worry about it. Me not reach the answer part yet. I'm just speaking about something that is somewhat abstract, but something that I know you can visualize because I'm doing something that I know. Even if you don't own a fish tank, you know what a fish tank looks like. So you should be able to follow. Winnie, come talk to me. What are your thoughts? What are you seeing or what you're not seeing?
So well, as I said, I'm sort of a visual learner. So even if I see it, it'll probably come across to me more. But I'm trying to visualize what you said. You pick up the fish tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's one end of it you pick up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying to lift it up all together. Okay.
You just slightly raise in the one end of the fish tank and
Okay.
put it back down.
All right. Okay, sir.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the fish tank, the all of it is 5 and 6, right? You get it?
No, okay, come, no man. I see where you're going. I see you're trying to make reference to that translation there. I'm coming to you, Maya. I'm coming to you. Very nice of you trying to figure out what that how the 5 and the 6 relates. Very nice of you, but I'm coming to you 1 minute. Just a little concern. Go ahead, Maya.
I know my sir, but I asked me can get somebody to my gate and come up before you go through the BI answer because me not understand it.
You better put on your slippers and run.
All right, that's on my gate.
All right, then hurry and come. All right, so while Yana comes back, let me just ask Winnie a question because Winnie, I go get that one here today, no? I mean, nah, do nothing more than this with Winnie. Winnie, I go do it. Winnie, can cook?
To save my life, sir.
To save your life. Good answer. Good answer. Tell me one of your favorite meals, Winnie, that you cook.
Excuse me, sir. Sir?
Yes, Giovanni.
Oh, sorry, sir. I kind of did jump off at D, right?
Mm-hmm. We're at D, yeah.
All right, D1, sir.
D1, yes, sir.
Or I, sorry. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
We
say
need,
curry chicken, sir.
all right, good. Stop right there. Stop right there. I was hoping that you'd say something like that. Stop right there. Now, I want you to work with me, and all of you work alongside with me so that you can concretize this understanding. So, Winnie, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
you hear say, Mr. Shand, I go pass by. You don't have enough curry, curry chicken, but you can get enough gravy out of it. Don't.
Yeah.
All right. And you hold your pot, and you lift your pot from one end just to make the gravy go to the other end and cover the other piece of chicken them. And then you put your pot flat on the stove. What will happen, Winnie? Hmm?
Pot I go burn up. Um,
No. Mm-hmm.
so hold on. So the
What do
gravy,
you think will happen?
so the gravy
You know,
is
hold on. You know, sometimes the cooking and the pot, especially if you cook like on one coal stove or on wood stove, and one section of the pot not sit down so good on the stove, and one piece of it not get enough juice. But you want the
yes.
whole of the something must have juice. Yeah, when you lift up
Right.
one
So you
side of the
try
pot,
level it.
yeah, what gonna happen when you try level it now with the other piece of chicken and we not get none of the gravy?
The gravy I go spread over them.
Talk truth. Talk truth. Yeah. And then when you put on back the pot, what gonna happen now? When you put back the pot in the original position, what gonna happen?
If it's unstable, then the gravy going to go to one side still.
Ah, that's translation. That's the translation. So you're moving the gravy from one point to the next point. You get me now?
Okay, sir.
So Maya now. So that's what the 5 and the 6 represent in Maya Boo. The movement of the gravy from one point to the next. So remember I said it has both magnitude and size and direction. Yeah, man. So that's how the 5 and the 6 come into play. Now, let me show you what we're talking about now. So we need to determine the vertices K, L, M, N, or rockstone. So there's another bit of learning that we need to talk about. When I have an object, matter of fact, I want you to write this for me, please. I want all of you to write this for me. Object, O-B-J-E-C-T, object. Object plus translation. Object plus translation is going to be equal to its image. And tell me if you agree with that an object plus translation is equal to the image.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Real talk. Real talk. Because, and let me put this in layman terms. For you ladies again, when I wake up, all right, let me not say you because one of beautifuls. Say some of these Hollywood star, them wake up, that's their object, that's their object. Them can't come a road, so what them have to go do first?
Transform.
Yes.
So to speak.
Yes. And that them have to go do. Because sometimes we look at people online and say, geez, I wish I could look like them. I'm gonna go start bleach.
Sir, I'm come back. You did it already?
No, man, we not do it yet, man. We are waiting on you. All right. So sometimes
Thanks.
yeah, man, no problem. Sometimes we lack that sort of self-confidence. Like today when I went to the market and I was coming back, I saw this young man walking. him cover from him head down to him about him knee. You see, look on him same foot, him white like salt. You can count the amount of blood veins or vessels that are contained in each leg. Why? Why do I want to bleach? Why am I so uncomfortable in my skin? Because I want to transform and look like an image that I'm not. It's mathematics, you know. So his object, he's going to go through a transformation, and his transformation is bleaching. So the object plus the bleaching is going to give him an image. And oftentimes the image is very ugly. This is not how God created you. This is not how God created you. So the object is how God created you. Beautiful as you are. It no matter if your skin tone is a little darker than others. It no matter. One of the things for me, I like to see somebody who is very dark tone because them pretty. But no, we want to look like browning because there is a status to see that when you're brown, you're more acceptable. Lies. So the man or the woman that bleaches, when they get up, their object, remember O for object, O for original, their object is the person that God created. They are trying to transform, and the transformation is for them to use bleaching cream or bleaching tablet. And when they bleach, they get an image. Now, sometimes the image is not so cute at all. Many times the image is not cute. And it also happens for persons who are doing silicone breast plant and butt tuck and them something there and nose job and them things. It is just not, it's just not attractive. So that is the image that is formed. So now you have an idea what an object plus a translation will give you an image. So that's what I want you to write. Object plus translation is equals to image. Write for me, please. Object plus translation is equals to image. The image is the after effect of the translation. So when I'm going to church, I get up, I go bathroom and I bathe. That's the object. And good boy, no, I forgot to put on clothes. And him say, him I forgot represent and represent well. So when good boy put on clothes, that's the transformation. And the image that is portrayed out there is somebody who is neatly dressed. That's my image. But guess what? You have some people whose image is always on point. Them always look nice, well put together, because that is their image. That is their image. All right. So what is object plus transformation equals to?
Image.
Image. All right. I want you to list. Matter of fact, I want you to say that one more time. Object plus translation equals?
Image.
Image.
Image. All right. So do me a favor now. And I want you to listen to what I'm saying now. There's nothing hard in what it is that I'm doing. Nothing hard in what I'm doing. If you have an image, and you want to see what the person looks like, the original look of the person, how are you going to transpose that equation from object plus translation to give you image in order to find the object?
Sorry, I have a minus the translation. Sir.
That is right. Something has to go.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm not getting your undivided attention, you know, sir.
You're not getting my undivided attention?
Yes, sir.
You're not getting my undivided attention, or I am not getting your undivided attention?
Sir, I'm not getting your undivided attention. You're gone to close cupboard and all these things.
You know, Winnie, you know, says you make me find these examples out of the book, you know, because I want you to understand what is happening.
Yes, sir, we're going, we understand, but make your cupboard door close and all these things.
Winnie, leave me alone, no? Your ears too clean. Winnie, in Jesus' name, leave me alone, not sure. Winnie, you see, if it was high school and I would write a report, I'd write Winnie's ears are too clean. No man, I did get up and go for something. Ah, Jesus, Winnie, one time, I was in the midst of COVID, and nobody can go to and every class up online. A piece of hunger lit me one time, I say, all right, me a teach, me a cook, and I say, you know what? Let me take me time and go into the Dutch pot. Take me time, I mean,
Sir?
take me time. Me no know
Dutch
all them.
pot? No,
Take me
sir.
time and lift it up, and take me time and still a talk and a teach, and stir the pot. I'm a put on back the Dutch pot cup and something here's my board out. Sir, come out of the pot. Me say, Jesus.
Yes, sir, let me tell you, man. Dutch pot, you can't hide with Dutch pot. Dutch pot, not keep secrets.
No, man, me say, only ears too clean, man. Jano, I'm bust the eye secret, But anyhow, and this is one of the reasons I if you ask me, I really, really like online classes. I'm able to get it. There is a
Advantages
feel,
and disadvantages.
yeah, man. There is a feel with online class where you have a light moment. Um, Sometimes people don't recognize that them not muted and say, come out of the fridge now. I say, I don't talk to me David. So I said, Jesus, please, sorry, sir. I never know that I am unmuted. There's a nice little feel to it. You get closer. The only thing about it that I don't like is that I don't know sometimes if I have your undivided attention. And that's the only thing that I don't like, because sometimes, we really log on. I want to go and strip the chicken foot and go and wash it and put on a soup. Winnie, you hearing me? And Winnie not answer no, because Winnie not there. Winnie says, sir, look, you go and put my pity in food here. Sir can't go and put in business. And when Winnie come back, I say, Winnie, understand? Yes, sir. And then now Winnie not understand nothing. So that is the only drawback for me. But I promise you, if you, and I think I should tell you that success story. I have a student at the college.
Good morning. I
Good
was
morning.
outside quite a while, and I just came back in because you haven't started classes yet. So which question are you at?
So me talk about Winnie. Nathan is a perfect example.
But sir, I'm going to catch on fast.
Yeah, but that was the Nathan. Nathan class start from 9 o'clock. This is now 10:30 almost. The same point me make Nathan. Never mind. You'll catch on. So a little success story, and this is just going to be said. It has nothing to do with me. It is to motivate you students. I had a student. He's still at the college. Lie. He's actually awaiting results now to leave the college. He just completed his final year of exams. I taught him Cape Math, Cape Integrated Math. And I met those students only 2 times face-to-face. Only 2 times face-to-face. And the 2 times that I met those students face-to-face, he wasn't at the face-to-face sessions. And the only reason I was able to picture who it is that I'm talking to is because when the student came in for registration, I was the one who registered him. So I registered him, so I knew what he looked like. And it so happened that I got him into my class. Every now and again, we used to turn on our cameras in class and, we're talking so students can see what teacher look like. One of these Saturdays, we need to do it. We keep our cameras on so we know each other and we get to bond. The long and short of that story is that young man came to class every Monday night and Friday night, because it was an online Cape class. Every Monday night and Friday night. I remember one night I was heading home, one Friday night I was heading home to start my class, and 2 young boys ran into the back of my car. And instead of going home, I had to go straight to the hospital and did some x-rays, because immediately I started having back pains based on the stuff. And those students sat in class. While I was at the hospital, they sat in class, and I'm just there listening to them and I smiled. You see the long and short of that story? When the results came, not that the young man got a distinction for his Cape Math, but he got the 20th highest grade in Jamaica. He got the 20th highest grade in the subject in Jamaica. The person who got the 24th highest grade got a grade 2. Sir, how you know that? Because CXC sends out the stuff. So the person who came 21st in the island got a grade 2. So he was only 20 students in Jamaica that year got a distinction in Cape Integrated Math. And one of my students from Excelsior College was able to do that, right? What's the moral of the story, sir? This is it. When I called him, because he saw the results before me, because of course he sit up the night before and see the results, he was calling me, didn't get through to me. When I eventually saw the results and called him, he was laughing. And I said, why are you laughing? So he said, sir, but come and get a distinction for maths. So I say, yeah, I say, how you feel? And this is what is the moral of the story. And I'm going to ask him to do a video for me so I can have that video on the website. The young man said to me, sir, I am extremely happy because I learned this subject fully online. We never had a face-to-face class together, sir. And I did all of this online. And I was able to get a distinction. And I'm saying, just look at that. One of your colleagues, he comes to Excelsior Community College. His name is on the CXC website as a 20th student, top student in Jamaica. And the young man said, sir, you taught me this course fully online. The student didn't even get the highest grade for the SBA. His group got the second highest grade for the SBA. Just imagine if his group had gotten the top SBA scores. That's more points for him, you know. Same could have come maybe the 19th student. Possibly. So I'm saying to your students, don't bash the online. The online works. It's the same teacher that taught him is teaching you. So just as how he's was able to do it, you too can do it. That's just my encouragement to you guys. It has nothing to do with me. Because what the student did, when I presented the lesson to the student had to go home and reinforce what it is that was done. Every time I came to class, I could expect a question from the student. Sir, how you do this again? Why you do this? Support and so on. And it was always my pleasure to do it. And if you don't believe me, go into my YouTube channel and you will hear the questions that he asks. I'm not making up any stories. My Cape Integrated Math recordings are in the YouTube channel. And you'll hear the questions that he's asking. Call upon him. Are you understanding? Yes, sir. I'm understanding. So I'm saying to you students, you too can do it. Same teacher, same institution, same online. You can do it. There's nothing barring you from doing very well. You can do it. All right, so let's go. All right, so we're going back to part D1. Part D1. So no, oh no, not D1. We need peep through my something and sister. I was going to my cupboard. All right, hold on a minute, guys. 1 minute. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my original question. My original question is, and let me just refresh your memory on something. So object plus translation is equals to image. So in order for me to find the image, it's going to be object plus translation. What if I am given the image and want to find the object? What do I do? Huh? Say it again, Maya. I think you're saying the right thing, but I'm not hearing you.
Minus the translation.
Very good, Maya.
Yeah, minus is from transaction. Import transaction.
Hello, hello. You know, say you love money, you know. When you say transaction, you know, say you love money, you know. Yeah, man. Minus from the translation, you know. Very nice. Students, that's all that you need to do. So if you can remember the and that's why I gave you the stuff about putting on clothes. So when I want to go back to my object now, so when you're all dialed up for graduation, when you're all dialed up for graduation, what you now need to do in order to get ready to come back, to go back to bed, or to be your natural self, you have to subtract all of that translation, all of that little dialed up stuff that you put on, so it is that you can whatever situation is, the eyelash, you have to go take them off. You have to go use whatever to take off the base or the foundation off of your face, because if not, especially time like now when the time's so hot, it'll gonna mess up your nice pretty white sheet, etc., etc., so forth and so on, and the whole works. Yeah, man. So you have to subtract. So just remember, if you're asked to calculate the object and you're given the image, you have to subtract the translation. If you're given the image and asked, if you're given the object rather and asked to calculate the image, you're going to add. If you're given the image and want the object, you're going to subtract. So just use real life situations and the formulation will come out. All right. So having understood that, let us go. So it says, this question says, kite KLMN is mapped onto kite K prime, L prime, M prime, and N prime with those vertices as indicated. Under the translation T 5, 6, remember the translation is always going to be written as a vector. Determine the vertices of kite K, L, M, N. So what they're asking you to do, since they gave us the image, they're asking us to calculate the object. So since we have the image, we need to calculate the object. So we have to do a subtraction. So yes, Maya, your turn now. So the 5, 6 is telling me that I am moving 5 units on the x-axis because the x is written up top, and 6 units on the y-axis. The y value is written underneath. So the 5 is representing x and the 6 is representing y. So watch me. For K prime is 2, 6. K prime is 2, 6. In order for me to go back to the original object, I will have to subtract. So it's going to be 2 minus 5, which is minus 3, and 6 minus 6 is 0. So my K is supposed to be minus 3, 0. Let us check. Are you seeing K to be minus 3, 0 down here?
Yes, sir.
Good. Let us check to see if the others work. 4 L prime is 4, 8. Because I'm trying to find the object, I'm going to subtract. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. And 8 minus 6 is 2. So I should have minus 1, 2. Do I have minus 1, 2?
Yes,
Yes.
All right. I'm going to try the others now. 6, 6. So it's going to be 6 minus 5 is 1. And 6 minus 6 is not. So it's been 1, 0 for M. So M is supposed to be 1, 0. M is indeed 1, 0. And the last one says 4, 2. It's going to be 4 minus 5 is minus 1, and 2 minus 6 is minus 4. So it's supposed to be minus 1, minus 4 for n. Minus 1, minus 4 for n. I want to talk real truth. Was this difficult?
No.
No, sir.
No,
Difficult.
sir.
Not difficult.
Sorry,
And
I
what it
sent
is,
this in the WhatsApp group.
long time, 1 week ago.
No, sir.
Sorry, send it back because I not see.
Somebody said no to me a while ago.
Sir, as in, no, it's not difficult. Send it back, please.
You frightened me a while ago because me go say I want keep. Yeah, man, percent last on the 8th, which is last Saturday at 8:37 p.m. But I can't. Matter of fact, somebody can do that for me. Somebody just
Correct.
repost it in the group. Yes, sir.
Correct.
Oh, I see it.
You see it now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yes, Nathan.
For L, you get -1, but for M, you get +1.
So,
Oh,
because there are 2 different points. L is 4. 4 minus 5 is -1. M prime is 6. 6 minus 5 is +1. So one is going to be -1, as in L, and M is going to be positive. See there? One is negative and the other is positive.
okay, sir.
You see it now?
Yeah.
All right. So watch my equation. I've asked you to write this. I've given you this already, you know, so you all have this stuff in your WhatsApp group a week ago now, you know. Object is going to be image minus translation. Remember, in order to find the image, it will be object plus translation. So this is changing the subject of the formula. See here? Object plus translation is equal to image. So in order for me to find the object, I forgot, instead of adding the translation, I forgot to subtract it. So that's what it is that we did for D1. Let us see what D2 says. A glide reflection G is a translation T followed by a reflection in the x-axis. And that's why it's called a glide reflection. So it's 2 transformations that are taking place right under here. So a glide reflection G consists of a translation. Remember the translation, the top one is the X and the bottom one is the Y, followed by a reflection in the X-axis. You know what the reflection in the X-axis is. The X-axis, the X value remains unchanged and the Y value changes. So XY maps onto X, -Y, right? So let us see if we can do this one quickly. A glide reflection G consists of a translation T, followed by a reflection in the X-axis. Determine the image of G of triangle PQR. This little something here means triangle. So determine the image on the G of triangle PQR with vertices boom, bam, and boom. So we want to find the image. We know we want to find the image. But sir say, object plus translation gives you image. Object plus translation gives you image. Sir wants to find the image. So it's going to be P plus the 1 year, followed by the reflection in the x-axis. Let us try that. So 2 plus 4 is 6, and 3 plus 0 is 3. So my P is going to be 6, 0, and I'm reflecting that in the x-axis. The x value remains unchanged, so that 6 is going to remain unchanged, but 0 is going to be still 0. So I'm expecting P prime to be 6, 0. And not 0, sorry.
It's 3, sir.
3, because 0 plus 3 is 3, don't?
Yes, sir.
Don't, yeah, say 6, 3. No, but it's going to be 6, 3, but in reflection, the x-axis, that means the x value is going to, the y value is going to change, so it's going to be 6, -3.
Sir, go again.
It's
Watch me.
reflection in the x-axis, sir.
Yeah, reflection in the x-axis, so the x value remains unchanged, but the y
Right.
value is going to change. So when I add 2 to 4, I'm going to get 6. And when I
Right.
add 3 to 0, I'm going to get 3.
Right.
I'm going to have 6,3. But when I
Yes.
reflect 6,3 in the x-axis now, I'm going to have 6,-3.
Yes, sir.
So see it here? So 6,3 is piece of it, you know, but 6,-3 is a final answer right down here. So when I add 6 to, oh, I can just use it from it now. When I add 6 to, sorry, 2 to 4, 2 plus 4 is 6, and 0 plus 3 is 3. So we have 6,3, which is right here. So,
Okay,
and
sir.
then, and then when I reflect this in the x-axis now, the x value remains unchanged, but the y value changes. So it's going to be 6,-3. See it down here, so?
Yes, sir. All right, sir. So to be clear, you're saying that the image is P prime 6,3, and the reflection would be P 6,-3.
All right. So what I'm saying to you is a glide reflection is consisting of two different transformations. One is a translation, then followed by a reflection. So the glide reflection, it's going to be a glide and then it reflects. So a glide reflection is two transformations that is taking place. A glide reflection is two transformations that are taking place, right? So a glide reflection is going to be a glide. The translation is a glide. The translation is a glide. And then the reflection is going to be the reflection in the x-axis. So there are two things that are taking place. Thing number one, I have to do the glide first. What is a glide? The glide is a translation. What's a translation? 4, 0. So in order for me to have that translation, it's going to say 2 plus 4 is 6, and 3 plus 0 is 3. So the first image is going to be 6,3. See, the first image is 6,3.
Yes, sir.
Look at the second one. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 5 plus 0 is 5. So it's supposed to be 8,5. See there? 8,5. Then the next one is 5 plus.
On the x-axis, it would have be 8,-5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is going to be Q double prime. That's correct. And then now 5 plus 4 is 9, and 2 plus 0 is 2. So the first image is going to be 9,2.
9,2.
Yeah, man. See there now when 9,2.
And then 9 minus 2,
and then
minus.
9. Very good. Where am I? I lost. Where am I? Yeah, see here, 9,2. And then now when I'm reflecting in the x-axis, remember the x value remains unchanged, but the y value changes. So what I'm going to have is 6,-3, boom, 8,-5, boom, 9,-2, boom. Easy 3 marks. Easy 3 marks. There's no way you cannot not get this. And incidentally, if you have a nephew, a neighbor, a son, or a daughter doing CXE math, when they reach your section 2 question on transformational geometry, you can now teach them, because this is exactly what they're going to be doing. All right, there's a final question for 1 mark. If triangle PQR was first reflected in the x-axis, then translated through 4, 0, would the image be the same? I don't know. Never try it. I'm gonna try it. So them say we're going to do the reflection first and then the translation after. When I do the reflection first in the x-axis, 2, 3 is now going to become 2, -3. Talk truth.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, 2, -3. And then 2 plus 4 is 6, and -3 plus 0 is -3. So we have 6, -3. 6, -3. Yes, are the same something. And that's why I have yes as my answer to get that 1 mark. Now I've completed a question, a full question for 20 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This one has 21 marks. Don't know why, but I miscounted when I did it. All right. So tell me that you get this. The question looks ugly, but it's a doable question. Are you okay so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a 10 minutes break because I want you to be purposeful in what it is that you're doing. I'm giving you a 10 minutes break. And it's going to be a break for you, but those 10 minutes I'm going to be using to generate another question that I'm going to come and give to you that I'm going to ask you to work in 10 minutes. So I'm giving you a 10 minutes break. You can do what it is that you need to do in the 10 minutes. But when 10 minutes time come, I expect everybody to be back with us within those 10 minutes. And then by which time I suppose I have another question to give to you. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. Hope that you guys are all back. I'm ready to go. I
Yes, sir.
I am in the process now of sending you the work for today. I'm finished preparing it. And it's now in your WhatsApp group. Can you check your WhatsApp for me, please? And start working. Check the WhatsApp and start working immediately for me, please. And thanks. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Working on it, sir.
Good job. That's the spirit. Very nice. All right, go on work. I'll soon come back to you. Go on work.
I'm finished.
Good job. Give the others a few, and then I'll come back.
What is it?
No, I was just checking on see how far you guys read. So go on work. Go on work.
Okay, sir.
All right, for those of you who are working, I'm giving you 7 minutes more. So at 12 o'clock, I'm going to stop you. At 12 o'clock, I'm going to stop you. 7 more minutes. Those of you who are finished, just look over for me, please, just to ensure that you have everything correct. So 7 more minutes for the rest of you. Ready or not, here I come. All right. I am going to assume that everybody is finished. Is that a correct assumption? Talk to me. Would that be
No,
correct?
no, sir, it's not. But I trust others are finished.
All right. Let us see how far did you get to Winnie?
B3.
D3.
B3.
All right. B3. Ooh, time hotting man. No man, hold on there. There's no way I can stay here. Hold on. Boy. Boy. Hold on 1 minute, please. All right, he said B3. All right. You have to promise me, Winnie, that you're going to be doing lots of work for today just to catch up on this area. You may be wondering why I'm spending such a long time on this area. It is on the exam. 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 All right. Forgive me. I'm trying to find. The question. Jeez, how many times, Hati, man? Oh my God, Father, forgive us for the sins we've done. No, man. Okay, found it. If I share this as... Oh, I don't want to share it with you yet, so let me share it to myself first. And then I can forward it to you afterwards. All right, so I just shared the solutions in the group. To me, I will share it with you. I'll share it with you in a few. Just want to get through. Tell me if you're seeing it. Is that the question? Oh, Jesus.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let us see if we can use 10 minutes and let's go through this. And then I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one for homework. But let us see how best we can go through this. It says draw triangle DEF given that D12, E35, F69, then reflect it through the origin and state the coordinates of triangle D prime, E prime, F prime. All right. So I would have given you about 3 marks just to plot it, to sketch or to draw, right? So in a question such as this, what you do is drop your crosshairs and number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way up to the y-axis, and to the x-axis you can count it off to 1 up to 6, and then you draw your triangle. Look for the coordinates, and you plot your stuff. I'm not worried about you plotting the points because we have been doing that even in Foundation Concept 3. I'm not even going to go to 1 and 2, where I would have introduced that to you. But even in Foundation Concept 3, we have been doing those, plotting those points on the Cartesian plane. So I'm not worried about that. What I'm going to be doing now is to state the coordinates of triangle DEF, having reflected it through the origin. What is, let me see, how can I do this, Lord? Um, all right. All right. Sarah. Sarah, come. Your turn, Sarah. What is, and quick and fast, what is D prime, Sarah?
So -1, -2.
Is Sarah correct, class? Wanna answer
Yes,
quick and fast,
sir.
please? Yes, man.
Sir,
All
look
right, I
at the
soon tell you, Winnie.
WhatsApp.
Soon. Yeah, I soon answer you, Winnie. I will do, but not right now. Give me a minute, please. All right. Yes, Sarah. You are correct. Yana, what is E prime?
The -3, -5.
Is Yana correct?
Yes, sir.
Wanna answer? Sure, man. Answer which one fast now. Winnie, you're next. What is F prime, Winnie? All right. Hanoi, what is F prime? Nathan, what is F prime?
-6, -9.
Is he correct?
No, sir.
No. I think he is correct. Those are they. So the answer down there. By the way, all you answering no, I may call upon you now answer me. So when you're doing the reflection through the origin, xy is mapping onto -x, -y. That's the origin. We've been through that before, and earlier in class. And look at our D prime, or E prime, and our F prime. Those are they. So congratulations. Part A is done and out of the way. Congrats. Part A is done and out of the way. Let us look at part B. Triangle ABC with vertices A. Yeah, it's a 1 o'clock. So, assuming you said 1. Triangle ABC with vertices A, 2, -4, is reflected in the line y equals x. Tahiro, what is A prime for B1? What is A prime? Students, when I call upon you, can you just unmute and answer? I'm going through the solutions. I'm gonna, you see anybody who will call upon and answer me, is when you call upon me to ask me questions in class, I'm not going to answer you. It is not nice when the teacher is calling and you're not responding.
Sir, I can try, sir.
I'll come into you, Papa. Racine, I won't call upon you because you're not well. Moya, answer me, please. What is A prime for B1? I can't be calling upon you and you're not responding to me, man. That's not nice.
Sir, is it 2 and 4?
Is she correct?
Never hear what you say.
Repeat the answer.
She said 2 and 4.
I got 4 and 2.
Sir, it's the other way around.
What is it?
Sir, no, -2 and 4.
4, 2.
4 and 2.
Well, all on the wrong. All on the wrong. It says it's reflected in line y equals x. It's reflected in the line y equals x. What is the answer? See, when I now learn.
On a 4-2, sir?
It's can't be 4-2. It's reflected in the line y equals x. X becomes y and y becomes x. What's the
Sir,
answer?
-2 and 4.
No,
So -4 comma -2.
no.
Is it 4 and -2?
No, ma'am.
No, man, walk.
Me too. What's the answer?
Say 4 comma -2.
No. Look at what I have as my point and work around that.
Sir, is it 3 and -5?
No, sir. Oh, you get 3 inside it. Remember the bag don't change, you know. I just the signs them change, you know. So you can't say 3. What is A?
Sir, -2, -4.
Sir,
No.
is it -4 and 2?
Yes. Thank you, please. -4, comma 2.
So
And
that
nobody,
means you say no.
Somebody did
don't,
answer that.
nobody
That
don't tell me say you did say that because what you all said was +4. You all said
Oh.
+4. I'm listening keenly. I'm listening keenly. Nobody said -4, comma 2. Somebody said -4, comma -2. What is B? What is B?
-1,
-1, 7. What is C?
-3, 5.
I don't think so.
3 and -5.
-3, 5. Remember, your X becomes your Y and your Y becomes your X. Your X becomes your Y and your Y becomes your X. Students, you are not putting the stuff to long-term memory. You're not putting the information to long-term memory. I'm disappointed. You're not putting the stuff to long-term memory. Your X becomes your Y and your Y becomes your X. Do me a favor. Give me a minute, please. Students, I'm not pleased. I'm showing you how easy this stuff is, and you guys are still making some very careless mistakes, as if you're not paying attention as to what is happening. So just remember, when I'm reflecting in the line y equals x, my x value remains unchanged, but the other values change. And when we talk about change, it's not going to change to a different number. It's just a sign that it's going to be changed. The only time it changes to a different number is when it is that you have, is when it is that we have the reflection in the x-axis or the y-axis, or you're having a translation, better yet. When you're having a translation, that's what changes. Nothing else changes. So let's go. Part two. Part two says triangle PQR has vertices 7, 1, negative 6, 2, and 5, negative 1. Determine its image under the reflection in the y-axis, followed by the reflection in the line y equals negative x. Oh, and incidentally, don't expect that you're going to learn only 1 or 2 of the rules. All right. So my question to you, not making me call upon anybody, just answer my question. What is the first image? Let me not even answer that. Let me speak the language. What is P prime? P prime is a reflection in the x-axis. What is P prime? Anybody? What is P prime?
-1, +1. Sorry, -7, +1.
Is she correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys never do the work, because if you have your books open, you can look to see what it is that your classmates are answering. Very good, Winnie. It says you're going to be -7, 1. What is P double prime?
Isn't it Q, sir?
No. I'm asking for P double prime, sir. What is P double prime?
Or double prime.
+1, +7.
No.
-1, +7.
-1, +7 will be correct. Remember, the reflection in the line y equals -x resembles the reflection of the line y equals x. The reflection of the line y equals x, x becomes y. X becomes y. So the reflection of the line y equals x. xy will map onto y, x. But the reflection in the line y equals -x. You're going to put the negative to that. So it's going to be -y, -x. -y, -x. Kerry Berry, you are silent from class start. What is happening? Are you there? I guess not. Okay. Now I'm moving on to Q. And I'll just stop at D2 and you work on the rest. I won't send the answers in the group because I don't like what I'm hearing. I'm sensing that you guys not understanding or you did foolishness when I give you the work to do. So let me just allow me to finish our part 2 and we'll call it a day. What is Q prime? Q prime equals what?
2, -6.
Q prime.
-6, 2.
Q prime
Sir, is it -2 and 6?
No, sir. What is Q prime?
Is it 6, 7? It's 6, 2.
Thank you, Amaya. Thank you very much, my dear. It's going to be 6,2. When I'm reflecting in the y-axis, the y value remains unchanged, the x value changes. So -6,2, the x value will change, so it becomes +6, and the y value remains unchanged. The y value remains unchanged. So when I'm doing that calculation, it's going to become 6,2. What is Q double prime? What is Q double prime? What is Q double prime?
-2, +6.
No, sir.
-2, -6.
Thank you very much, sir, for correcting yourself. -2, -6. You guys are not learning it. You guys need to go back to the drawing board. I refuse to send the answers for the rest of the question because I want you to take another look at the questions. I want you to take another look at the questions. When you would have completed those questions, you can say something to me in the group and I'll send you the answers.
Okay.
Come on, students. Finally, what is R prime?
-1, -5.
R prime. What is R prime?
5 and 1, sir.
No.
Sir, is it 1 and -5?
1 and
No.
-5.
5 and -1 then.
Oh my Lord.
-5, -1.
Thank you, please. Who said so a while ago?
But that was the first thing I said, sir.
It's very seen, sir.
Gracine, are you not see? Are you feel sick, Gracine? Are you answer the question right? Thank you, miss.
I'm actually know all of the answer, but you made it.
When you are reflecting in the y-axis, the y value remains unchanged. How many times am I supposed to say the same thing? When you're reflecting in the y-axis, the y value remains unchanged. So that -1 is not going to change. The other value has to change, and the other values are +5. So it has to be -5, -1.
But that's what I said, sir.
No,
That
that's
was the
not what you
first.
said, sir. That's not what you said, sir.
Sir, I can take a picture of my answer right now and
No,
send
no,
it
no.
to you.
It's not a matter of what you have on the answer. It's what it is that you said to me. Listen to the recording. Listen to the recording. You said -5, 1. You said -5, 1, comma 1. Because when you answered, I did the question again in my head. You did not. What is R double prime? What is R double prime?
1 and 5.
Thank you, no, sir. No, you are correct. R double prime. So you may have the right thing in the book, you know, but you said the wrong thing to me. R double prime would be 1,5. Yeah, and those are 6 marks. So those were some easy 6 and 6, 12, 12 and 3, 15 marks. Some easy 15 marks, and you guys would have missed. You guys would have missed it. So I will project the answers up to what I just did. I'm not projecting the other answers because I'm not pleased. You all sat in class. You all pretended as if you were learning, and the true test came when I dropped the questions. And I guess you may have thought that I was going to just go through the answers and then you just make the corrections. But when I started calling upon people like Miss Winnie, sit down there and hear me, I call her, say, you can't go long, you think me I go answer you? That's not nice. But anyhow, have yourselves a wonderful Saturday, rest of the Saturday. Walk good.
Is it the
Do your
case
work.
for homework and send it in the chat?
If you want, you can do that, Papa. Because your mid semester could be next week on this topic.
Okay, sir.
Hear what I said. Your mid-semester
Could be.
next week, all right? So if I come in next week and say we're having a mid-semester, nobody not supposed to say nothing to me. But if I come in next week and say I'm not giving you the mid-semester, only can't say nothing to me either. So the operative word is could. So for those of you who are smart, I would prepare for a mid-semester on this very topic. I already have a question.
Sir, you know, I just said I ask you if you can go mid-semester based off of that topic here only.
Yeah, man, you're going to get 2 mid-semesters. I'm giving you a mid-semester based on this topic alone, and I'm giving you another mid-semester on plotting the graphs. All right? So I'm giving you a mid-semester.
You pick a date for the mid-semester?
Say it again.
Did you pick a date for the mid-semester?
Tiffy, you know, listen to me now, Tiffy. Let me say it again. Your mid-semester could be next week. So I can come in next week and say,
Erica saw back canvas.
No, not Canvas. For sure it's not Canvas. The math courses are not done on Canvas. I could ask you to write, or I could very well ask you to do it on EducaSoft. Let me see how best I can get that done up. If I can get it on EducaSoft, it will be done on EducaSoft. If not, you're right. But anyhow, have a good one. Wanna make me feel unproductive today.
Sir,
yes,
sir, did
yes,
you remember me and Educa, please?
I have done it, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
All right, no problem. All the best.
Okay, sir.
Sarah, you are the host. Can you end the meeting for me, please, dear? Thank you.